Hi everyone, welcome back to Total War Therapy. I just came back from my 1 month spiritual retreat and coincidence or destiny, they just dropped the trailer of Tides of Torment. So in this video we're gonna see all the new units, some of them you probably may have missed in the trailer. Later we're gonna address the famous China leak that apparently was true and what it means for the future of Total War Warhammer, and at the end we're gonna discuss about what they announced for the future of the franchise with the new fantasy and historical games. Don't forget to subscribe and let's begin. Hi, I'm Alberto, I'm a real person and here you will find the beginner's guide, the battle unit roster, tier list, ranking and many shorts, so if you wanna support the channel please consider to subscribe. The first new unit that they revealed with this trailer was the Merwyrm, that I just screamed when I saw it, first because let's be honest, it's a very nice shot, and second because I didn't expect it, especially after the announce of the Sea Elemental. I mean, why adding 2 grounded monsters to a faction that relied all this time only on flying beast, but I'm very happy about it. It would add a lot of variety to how you play with the monsters in the High Elves, and second, it's you know, a marine related beast, so I expect some mechanics, some feature passive ability that is linked to that, and I really hope that they made even the version for the Dark Elves and for the Vampire Coast. In this picture you can see the sum up of all the new units that are coming with the High Elves. There is the Mist Mage that is coming with a new lore of magic that it will be exclusive for him. Then there are the Sea Elemental, the Oceanids, that apparently there will be 3 models, the deer, the horse and the bird. Then the Lothern Skycutters that will be in the next shot also, and you can see in the very back there is this melee infantry with the sword and shield that I didn't expect it. I mean, the infantry that I was expecting for this DLC was with the great axe and the bow, so I don't know what they have in mind. It may also be the unit of Eltharion of the DLC of Eltharion, so it may be, I mean, it would be weird if they added a unit from another DLC to this trailer, so probably it's of this DLC, but I really don't know what will be about. But for me it was nice that the High Elves only had the the infantry with the shield and spear, getting the version with the swords too. I just don't like. I don't like these things of Creative Assembly lately of adding all the different weapon variants. They are in some way just reducing the uniqueness of a faction. And in this shot we can see the Lothern Skycutters. I'm very excited about their addition to the game. I waited for them since a very long time, and honestly I expect them to be very bad in the battlefield. I mean, this kind of half monster, half chariot with a very limited and weak missile power. I mean, for me, it's just a waste of resources, but I like so much the concept, the idea that I would recruit a lot of them, and I'm looking forward to, fill my army with the mount, with the version with the bolt throwers. That would be effective. That would be one of the highest tier and the most useful unit in the High Elves roster, and yeah, I'm just in love. Now let's move to Norsca. We can see first in front of us Deathmaw, that apparently it will not be a legendary hero, but it will be a summon ability, and I have a bad surprise in the next video about that. And we can see also the female noble that will be the new generic hero, a mammoth in the back that probably is just a mammoth, but if they added, I mean, when they added this kind of thing to the trailer, it may mean also that there is a mammoth new unit, or maybe a regiment of renown, and maybe a new mount, I don't know. And then there is the Curs'd Ettin at the very back, that this confirm together with the Merwyrm that the channel leak probably is true, but we're gonna talk about this a little later. And then there are some weird warriors that they are not from Norsca. I don't know if they just remade the model that honestly they need, because I mean, Norsca model, all the aesthetics, it's so old that I mean, they should make it again, but I think that just they are a new unit, but I'm not sure about what kind of unit they are supposed to be. Maybe something between the champions and the marauders, I don't know. But the aesthetics is far better. Okay, I would love to get them. And maybe there is even a unit of horsemen that they don't have a missile weapon, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, the bad surprise that you cannot see here, but is basically that the summoning of Nightmaw just disappeared, vanished. That means that probably is not even a character that you can summon like with the Krell and the vampire counts, but it's just you know, a magic, some spells or I mean, probably an ability of Sayl, but not a character at all. It will be very, very sad, but we cannot say for now. We can still cross our fingers, and then we can see the Curs'd Ettin and the Regiment Renown version that it's more evil, more ugly. Honestly, I had a very bad expectation for this unit because it's just very ugly. Okay, it makes me feel uncomfortable, the idea of that, but they made it cool. Okay, I kind of like it. Okay, it's scaring, not that corrupted, and yeah, I love it. There are some nice details, you know, with there are some shields from the Empire, some a kind of chain, and I expect it to be also a magical unit, so I'm very, very hyped for this one. In this shot, we can see that Dechala is fighting in Grand Cathay. Okay, just because there are many Cathayan people. And this is nice because probably means that they are finally adding a lord that, I mean, is not even the Jet Dragon to the Grand Cathay. That, I mean, they created this very huge area, but then they ignore it for such a long time. Okay, we never get a new character, a new faction starting in the Grand Cathay since the release of the game itself. So it's very, very nice that finally we can play with the Chaos faction in an area that, I mean, let's say clearly is not that, I mean, it's already a little chaotic with the Clan Ashin, with the Lockyer, but it would be nice, you know, an extra challenge to get even Dechala, and, you know, waiting for the Monkey King to release the Monkey Wave. We got the Preyton, that for me this is the ultimate confirmation that the leak was true, and this is crazy because no one expected the Preyton. When they made this leak, everyone was like, okay, it can be the High Elves, it can be Norsca, but the Preyton for Slaanesh, what are you talking about? Instead we got it. We got it. I mean, I don't know why they didn't put the camera, that it would be very nice to get it into the trailer, but the Preyton. It's happening and it's flying. What I was very sad and scared was that I thought that they would have made the Preyton not flying, so just you know, a grounded monster that was not adding any variety in Slaanesh, and that's why I wanted the Chimera for Slaanesh, because I wanted a flying beast. But if the Preyton can fly, you know, my dream was fulfilled. I'm very happy with that. I wonder what kind of passive ability it will get, because apparently it's an enchanted, beautiful monster. So very, very excited. In this shot, you can see many things that probably you missed in the trailer. First, there is the Masque of Slaangors. This is, believe me, the best shot that I found. And yeah, so it's coming as the new free legendary lord. They already say that in the last post, but I mean, just as a confirmation, the model looks quite good. Okay, they make it more muscular than I expected, and I like it, okay, because it makes it, you know, a little more fearful, more frightening, we can say. And yeah, I wonder just what will be the mechanics. Honestly, I don't like dancing lords like it's for Wurzag and so on. So just let's see what's happening, but the model at least looks nice. In this shot, you can see in the very right a character that probably is Sticker, I don't remember the exact name or pronunciation. That will be the legendary hero coming with the Slaanesh. It's a very little shot, but I mean we can see clearly that it's him because there is the banner, the flag, and yeah, it's alone. He's alone there, so it's definitely him. I don't know what they have in mind because I mean it looks like a very generic legendary hero compared to all the different edition of the last DLCs, but I mean just let's see what's happening. And then all around, but probably it's better in the very left, there is the Slaangors, that apparently there will be this double weapons unit. I don't know why with the dual weapons, because they already added the new Dark Elves anointed of Slaanesh that have dual weapons, so there will be anti-infantry. So the Slaangors will be the same but more beasty, more I don't know, with the less defense and more attack, more charge. I don't know, I just would have liked probably with something different, but yeah, we cannot say for now, we have to wait. And the final shot, again with the Merwyrm, that we can see that it's very big and it's quite monstrous. We can say the Monster Arcana book, it's almost completed, and this is nice because I had the project that I announced to you a long time ago about the Monster Arcana book, and yeah, very nice, very frightening. I'm very excited about the idea of playing finally with these, with the Sea Elemental and with all the High Elves. Honestly, I think that this is the DLC have been most hyped in the entire Total War trilogy, because I mean all the faction I'm in love with, all the addition, and probably the quality, I feel it's higher. Okay, because they didn't add so many different models and monsters in the previous DLC. I mean, think just that in the High Elves get the Merwyrm and the Sea Elementals, that is crazy how they created all those waves. The Norsca got the Curs'd Ettin, all the animation with the Dechala, with the Pleasure Seekers, and then I mean probably there would be still the Dreadmaw to be announced and many other monsters and stuff. So I'm really happy with the work of Creative Assembly, and a big up for them, even if they delayed the DLC. Now let's address face to face the famous leak from China that a long time ago, when the Creative Assembly announced only the Slaanesh faction, and probably not even that, they already said everything, all the units that were supposed to come with this DLC, but no one believed this leak because it was too weird. But yes, we could have expected the High Elves and the Norsca. I didn't personally, but many people say that, you know, it was kind of for granted, it was expected, so it was not a leak but just a high quality speculation. Then yeah, we got Sea Lord Aislinn. Of course, Caradian of the Flame is the legendary hero that most likely will be the legendary hero. The Sea Helm, yeah, even this we can say it's. I mean, we could have expected the Merwyrm and the Mysterious Sea Elemental. No, I would have choose one of the two, but not the two of them together. That's why I didn't believe this DLC in this first part. But when I saw the Merwyrm, the first thing I thought was, oh my god, it's true. It's true. The leak was true. Then in Norsca, Sayl the Faithless again. Yeah, it can be Bjorg Beerstruck. We know that that Deathmaw will not be the legendary hero, so it's likely that Bjorg Beerstruck can be the legendary hero for the faction of Norsca. The Curs'd Ettin of the Dreadmaw, even in this case, one of the two may have been corrected, but the two of them together, I don't know. We still don't know if the Dreadmaw will be added to the game, but we spot the miniature in the last What's Next video, so it's happening, and they were right. And then there was the Slaanesh part, because in this leak they said that the Preyton was come as a new monster for Slaanesh. And you know, if till this point someone could have said, you know, this leak may be correct, it can be true, but even if there are too many monsters that are supposed to come, but when they say the Preyton, it cannot be. it cannot be. I was the first that didn't believe, because I mean the Preyton is a beastman monster not related to Slaanesh. If the Cockatrice was a beastman unit, but in some way related, if you go to see the lore, it was related to Tzeentch, the Preyton not. But then we started to think, you know, maybe because the Preyton is linked to the deer, that is an enchanted, charmful animal, and so beast. So I don't know, you can force the lore and make it of Slaanesh, but it would be too weird. But it's happening. It happened. They revealed the Preyton, and at this point I have no doubt that this leak was correct. That they got something for real. And what does it mean? What does it mean? It means that probably what they announced for the future of Total War Warhammer, it's true. And now we're gonna see little by little. First, they say that 1-2 more DLCs are coming. This is definitely possible. I know that, I mean, I made a channel about this game, so I love it as much as you, but I understand that at some point it has to come to an end, especially if they have new titles, new games in their plans. They cannot make it that longer, and after, even if there is a chance that they say, okay, Tides of Torment will sell a lot, so we want to make more DLCs. I mean, they took 1 year to make it, so I don't think they want to take another 1 year journey. So probably 1-2 DLCs is the best that we can expect. And it's okay, because if you consider the DLC and the current state, it can be 8 more factions. That is a lot. If you consider that then we will get the End Times DLC with 5 more factions, excluding possible FLC Legendary Lord, it's completely okay. The problem is that these supposed DLCs will be more little, like with the Neferata, and they say that Neferata is coming. So probably, you know, they will be very, very tiny, and this would not be good, even because we have still the Monkey King, that, I mean, Grand Cathay needs at least 2 more DLCs, because one for the Monkey King and one for Lin, oh my god, Lin, what was the name? Yin, sorry. It's the character I'm expecting more, I'm waiting for more, but sometimes I forgot the name. They say that the Beastman will have a new DLC with Moonclaw. That I don't think it's true, because Moonclaw doesn't even has a model. But, you know, the community asked for Moonclaw so much along the years that probably, you know, Creative Assembly listened to the community and say, alright, let's make a DLC with Moonclaw. We are supposed to get at some point the Dogs of War, maybe not the faction itself, not, I don't know, a DLC for Bretonnia with the Dogs of War, but something. I mean, it's the last faction that we need to complete the, you know, all the lore, all the factions, so it's supposed to come. And then, yeah, I really hope that the Tom Kings will get a new DLC, because they are an amazing faction, people love it, and with a new DLC, if you choose the right units and lords, I mean, it would be crazy. And then we'll finally get the End Times DLC with the 5 different factions, one with the Skaven Tanquil, that's we already knew that was happening. Empire with Midland, this is great because we all love Empire, is the most played faction of the game, and I want the Celestial Hurricanum, just that. And I wonder who will be the Legendary Lord, probably not Boris Todbringer, because, I mean, what do you want more? It's already in the game since years, you cannot make it pay now. And then Grand Cathay, probably with the Yin, but the fact that, I mean, it can be even the Monkey King, honestly. Then, no, probably for the Monkey King, they want to leave the spotlight only for him, so no. Then Nagash, that they didn't mention the faction, so it can be Tom Kings, it can be Vampire Counts, but if they want to make both a content with, I mean, the fact that they want to prepare a little package with the Neferata, may mean that with Nagash they want to bring again the vampire counts. But this is just an idea. Maybe Nagash will have its own faction. I don't know. I just hope if they want to make a faction just for Nagash, I just really hope that it will be, you know, high quality, because every time they make a new faction, then there are so many things to fix and to adjust that I don't know if it's worthy. And then the Glotkin, that I would have preferred them to come with the Nargol, but if they want to respect the 3 legendary lords, and I mean we still need one for Tzeentch, 3 legendary lord for each monogods, he can be that he will be a Warriors of Chaos unit, and I mean it's okay. I just wonder what kind of units will bring with them, if there will be only Nargol or even, you know, something of Tzeentch, that we are waiting for that. And then yes, probably will be the end. Some new changes for the Great Vortex. I mean, it's everything possible. I don't think this list is exhaustive. They still have to plan everything in the middle, all the details, and probably they will come up with new ideas. But I think that this scenario is definitely possible, and after the leak revealed to be correct, we can expect it to be, even if of course the Creative Assembly changed plans so many times. If you think probably how different would have been the future of the saga if would not have happened all the chaos with the Shadows of Change, we would have get to Dechala 2 years ago or 1. So yeah, I'm really happy in this case. If they would not make just this couple of DLC very low budget, but they would make, you know, some maybe not 3 faction, but at least 2, that would be definitely a good plan for me. And finally we can talk about the plan of the franchise of Total War, not related to Total War Warhammer. Creative Assembly said that new historicals and fantasy titles are coming, and I'm very happy. I will tell you why, because I made a channel about Total War, okay? I didn't call it Strategic Games Therapy, no, I call it Total War Therapy, to express all the love that I have for this game, but it's just one. And sometimes I feel that I have an idea and I can just use it for one game, but think about having more games, like Total War Medieval 3, Total War, another historical about the First World War maybe, or you know, a fantasy title like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Warhammer 40k. It can be everything. But the fact that they are coming means that I can use the same idea. If I want to do a ranking, an explanation, I can make it for more videos. And at that point the pace of the channel can increase. Of course it means that I have to leave my current job, but who knows what the future expects us. In any case, yeah, we don't know yet what kind of games will be. Probably one will be released in the 2026 and the other in the 2027. I don't expect them to be both released, historical and fantasy, the same year, even because I think they want you know, a long window to take care of the marketing, and probably they're still in the development phase. And yeah, that's why probably they are not using many resources on Total War, because there is a bigger project coming. They learned a lesson with Pharaoh that honestly I don't know which is the lesson. Many people say it's a great game, it just didn't create the right hype for the franchise. And yeah, if things would have been different, probably I would be making videos for Pharaoh too, but it didn't happen. So I hope that the next title of Total War would be at the same level of Total War Warhammer 3. And nothing, guys, it's just the beginning. We have a bright future ahead of us, and I was just warming up. I really want this channel to be very big, and not big about you know, the community, about the views, big about that you can really find everything about this amazing series of game. So let's see very soon.